Good old Cybertron Sideways. If you don't know me, Cybertron was my jam as a kid. It was what got me into Transformers, what introduced me to it. And yeah, Sideways is a really cool character and an even cooler figure. This original 2005 figure is absolutely fantastic. The articulation is genuinely up to modern standard. The paint is fantastic. The detail is fantastic. And with that being said, why did they make a new one? Honestly, why? So, I've already reviewed Sideways, but I'm going to do him again. I'm going to go over him again, because we're going to do an old versus new with this Age of the Primes of Sideways. But this time around, it's going to be a little different. I want my first impressions on the differences with this guy, because I just don't see this guy being better than the old one. I just don't see it happening, but I don't know. We'll see. I just feel like all the gimmicks are just going to be stripped out. I don't know. It might have the same level of articulation, maybe a little bit more. It's definitely going to have less paint, that's for sure. It's definitely going to have less paint. But yeah, I'm just very curious how this turned out. I don't think it needed to happen. Now, I do want to say before I begin, this was a Walmart exclusive, and Walmart dropped the ball, because Walmart is back to being a crummy retailer for exclusives. They canceled my pre-order. They just canceled it, and almost everyone else's, they just canceled it. But then they put this figure up for in-stock sale later. It's like they couldn't manage their inventory, so they're like, oh, just cancel all the pre-orders and then just put it up for in-stock. And thankfully I was able to order it, but also the box got smashed. So that sucks. But yeah, we'll go ahead and open this guy up and see how he compares. But before we do that, I just want to run over the old guy one more time. So he's really, really cool. I love his articulation. Like, he's pretty much articulated to the teeth. He has fantastic light piping. You can see he's got super nice light piping on his big visor. He has a really cool Cyberplanet key gimmick, where essentially he has like an Autobot disguise right there. You put in the Cyberplanet key, and boom, he's a Decepticon, and he also has these really cool, like, wing things on his shield. And the shield is also on, like, multiple hinges, which is cool. Oh my gosh, that is not supposed to happen. Not an intended feature. The Cyber Key does not launch. That is not intended. He does have this cool, like, Thanos-style blade. I love the paint on that, and you can actually take these wings and also just keep them on his legs if you want. Yeah, he's got nice paint, tons of nice, like, orange line work, like, especially on the thighs. I love the color scheme. Very Halloween-y, very scary colors, very cool figure. If you do want to see more of this bot mode, I did an individual review on him if you want to check it out. All right, let's get the new guy open. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The Transformers unboxing experience is not pleasant because of these stupid little ties. I hate them. Alright, he is freed from his package. He came with this cool Buzz Lightyear dome. Love that. Anyways, let's flip out his heels, because he has the same kind of heel as the original one. This is an all-new figure, by the way. All new. Like, it's not a retool of anything. Like, this is its own Sideways. And it, like, first impression, it feels so similar. I'm like, why does this exist? Like, out of all the Cybertron toys that needed, like, modern updates, I just don't think Sideways was one of them. But here, let's kind of get him configured exactly how I have my old one. Let's put the swords in his hand in the same way. Let's give him his little Cyberplanet key up there. And let's spread these out. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there we go. That's cool. I like how it still has the, you know, the multiple ones. Oh, I see it's got the Autobot symbol right there. Can you actually change the faction? How do you do that? Oh, is it like a slider back here? Is that what you do? I see like a slider thing. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, yeah, there we go. It's like a little slider on the back. So it's not spring-loaded anymore, but you can still make him an Autobot or Decepticon. Of course, the Autobot identity was all a ruse. And yeah, here he is. Here is our new Age of the Primes Cybertron Sideways. And my first impression is like, why? Like, it feels so similar to the old one. There's not even a major size difference. They're both literally about the same size, too. Like, it's so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre. So I can definitely tell you my prediction on it having less paint was correct. You can see he doesn't have the little paint right there anymore. On the legs, he doesn't have the nice orange on the thighs anymore. That is entirely gone. The hands, they don't have the little like copper gold anymore. Same with the sword. The gold is gone. The shield actually looks pretty much about the same, but it has less, color differentiation up there with the silver. They just, had less of a unique mask on the paint there. The logo right there for the Decepticon symbol is still like orange, just like on that one. Pretty much the same paint there. Again, no gold right there on the shield. I don't know, it's just like, oh, no gold on the chest either. And that nice, oh my gosh, it did it again! I've had this figure for like 10 years and it's literally never done that until I filmed this video. But even up on the shoulders, you can see like he's missing the gold and the orange. He's missing like the coppery right there. The nice chrome gold right there. Like, paint-wise, it's nothing but a downgrade. Like, there's no paint here that is not on this guy. Like, the colors and everything are definitely a downgrade. So what's upgraded here? Well, definitely not the shield, because it's a little smaller, and it doesn't have the spring-loaded gimmick anymore. Doesn't have the clear orange plastic. Definitely not the shield. Definitely not the sword either. It's got less paint on the go. Is it the articulation? Is that what's better? Here, let's articulate him. So he has a ball joint at the head. No light piping anymore. It is a orange painted visor, which really sucks. I really loved the light piping on the original one. The shoulders are on swivels and hinges. And it does seem like the shoulders are a bit better because they don't have like that droop anymore. Because the old ones, like they do droop a little bit. Bicep swivel, which is, on the old one. Elbow bend, which is on the old one. Wrist swivel, which is on the old one. Does he have a waist swivel now? He does have a waist swivel now. Rejoice. Rejoice, everyone. He has a waist swivel now. The old one did not have a waist swivel because of how it splits in half. So immediately this is a better figure. He has universals at the hips now instead of ball joints, which actually is better. Thigh swivel. He's got a knee bend, which, goes in all the way, pretty much like the old one. And the ankles, they move up and down. And I'm pretty sure one new bit is they have pivots now. So that's an improvement. All right, so from what I understand here, they have remade Cybertron Sideways, painted him worse, and just essentially added a waist swivel and ankle pivot. That's what they've done. I understand this is an awesome figure, like the original's awesome, and because of that, the new one is really cool too. Like, the new one's a really cool figure. Like, it's good, it's cool. Articulation's good, on paper, it's good. It's just one of the most unnecessary releases of all time. Like, the old one is perfectly fine. This isn't like a case of Starscream where you took a brick and made it, like, hyperposable. This isn't like that. This is just like almost a direct like remake. It's just a remake, but with worse paint and a couple added joints. I don't know. It's just very bizarre to me. It's just bizarre that this was made. Now, granted, I'm hoping we get like a Rat Bat repaint because I really like the Rat Bat repaint that the original one got. I do have the Scourge repaint as well. That's a really cool repaint. You can still put the swords on the legs just like the old one. And I'm really curious how this one transforms as well. Like, I'm very curious. I guess we pretty much said all we got to say about the bot mode. I guess we'll start getting these transformed. It did it again, and it went behind the desk. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if you're okay with me just leaving this off, but I think I'm just going to leave this off now. Alright, so the original Cybertron Sideways. One of the biggest things that I really commend this figure for are how so many things move in so many intricate ways, while at the same time, he's not a parts former. Like, he's not. You don't have to take off the shield. You don't have to take off the wings. Like, all of that is... You don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. It's a very commendable transformation in that way, and I definitely do applaud the engineers on this guy. Like, they definitely did a really good job making sure that they engineered a figure that could function very, very well and very smooth, very fluid. There is definitely a little bit of confusion if you're not used to this transformation. Like, you're kind of like, oh, how does this work? Where does this go? Blah, blah, blah. It can be a little difficult, especially for someone who's never done it. But for me, I've had this mold for ages now. I can pretty much do it like the back of my hand. The hardest issue is getting the waist separated without accidentally popping off a leg, But even then, after you do that, it's going to be pretty easy. One of the most interesting things is how the wing, like, totally flips off to the other side. Like, I think that's really cool. But I think I'm doing it out of order. I need to rotate this first. Yeah. And then collapse this. And then we can do our wing flip-me-do. There we go. There we go. And it'll just tab in right there. Then that'll all close off. Get the other side done. And there we go. Here is Cybertron Sideways in his super cool, epic, amazing, awesome Planet X spaceship mode. I love this transformation. I love this jet mode. Super fantastic, super well done, super well executed. And again, you don't have to take anything off for it. Even the wings, like, once they're attached to the legs, you just have to swivel them around on their connection point. No parts forming required. All right, that being said, I have not transformed this guy yet, so we're going to discover together, that there's very likely going to be parts forming, because I'm pretty sure we just have to take this off. I'm pretty sure we're just going to have to do that. That is my guess. That is my prediction. I wonder how similar it is, though. I definitely wonder how similar it is. We'll find out. And we'll see if we have to remove the wings on the legs, too. I'm thinking we probably are. All right, so how does the head work? Is that the same? Oh, that's essentially the same. Yeah, looks like it's just gonna like hinge down, I guess. Yeah, the head is functionally identical. That is functionally identical. So just gotta get that. Oh my gosh, it's not clearing. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was kind of scary. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be a waist rotation since that joint is there. I'm just gonna assume that. We'll find out together, I guess. All right. And then, do we have to... Well, first, let me do something with the arms. The arms are just floating there. Oh my gosh. He's going to be like a Macross guy. All right. Oh, yeah, looks like that hinges out just like the old one. So bizarre. Again, this mold, it's like, why did this have to happen? Like, it's not like I'm complaining. I'm just curious more than anything. Like, what was their thought process with making a new Cybertron Sideways? Like, was anyone asking for this? Because I wasn't. I'm perfectly fine with the original. Like, I definitely was not asking for this. Alright, so I'm seeing... I guess this goes like this. And the arms tab together. Yeah, there we go. Maybe get these positioned the same way. Yeah, so I see all those tabs. That's probably how this is going to attach. Yeah, I see it. So we do have parts forming with the accessories on the new one. And that's something that was not on the old one. Alright, so I think the hands need to be flipped the other way. And yeah, I probably should have done that on the old one too, but I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so get that back down. And I'm actually thinking we're not going to have to do parts forming on the wings. That being said, I do have them on the wrong way. Yeah, not confirmed yet, but that's just my guess, is that we're not going to have to do that. I don't know, I think we are. I think we are going to have to do that. I don't know, this doesn't feel like it's lining up. Oh, we don't rotate the waist. Okay. So the waist does not get rotated for the transformation. It does not. Because the legs are going to tab in, looks like right there. And the foot's going to tab in the front. And yeah, it does seem like we do got to parts form the wings as well. They tab on right back there, separate from the leg. So yeah, one of the things I liked the most about the original, not having to take anything off for the transformation. It's okay. They're accessories, so it's not like he's a true parts former. But still, it's, just another downgrade on this update. Like, huh? And comparing these side by side, I still don't know why this new one exists. Like, the alt mode's fine. Like, it looks pretty much the same. Just a little bit less paint, nothing super drastic. I do feel like they streamlined the leg transformation just a little bit better at the waist area. I do think that's a little bit of an improvement, but it's not... all the improvements on this guy are not worthy of, like, a whole new figure existing. I'm not complaining that it exists. I'm more just, like, baffled as to why. Like, why Sideways? One of the best, most already modernized Cybertron figures. Why just translate him like this? It's just so odd. Honestly, I don't really have much more to say. I think I'm just going to keep reiterating my point. Why does the new one exist? Why? Well, I have a few guesses. Number one, they just like this character design and they might want to do something new and interesting with it. I would be down for that. I wouldn't mind seeing a cool creative repaint of this mold down the road. You know, I'd like to see Ratbat maybe. That's not a, new repaint, but it's still a very interesting repaint. And one I don't have the original of. Maybe that. Maybe they just wanted this character back out there for some reason. And instead of just a straight re-release, they wanted to, update him a little bit. Because they don't re-release figures this old. They don't do that anymore. Like, the oldest you'll ever get nowadays is like 2015 at the oldest. But I think the main question just has to be out there. Who does this figure exist for? And, well, I've got a few things to throw out there. Number one, me. I am a Cybertron diehard. I have the original. I love the original. But I will get all of the new updated Cybertron figures. All of them. Like, I will. Cybertron is my childhood Transformers brand. I'm going to get all the new ones. So, collectors like me, I guess, those who don't already have a Cybertron Sideways, honestly, the new one's really, really cool. You get a nice flavor of Cybertron Sideways. You do have a more modern interpretation of his accessories, not being, like, attached with all these hinges and everything. A little bit more modern articulation, a little bit less paint, nothing super detrimental. But it's a nice way to get Cybertron Sideways if you don't have the original. Like, it's so similar to the original. It's a very similar experience. Just, in my opinion, a little worse. If you already have Cybertron Sideways and you're not looking to upgrade or anything, this is not an upgrade. This is, at most, a lateral move. Like, you're fine with your original Sideways. You're A-okay with it. Don't need the new one. Don't worry about it. But if you're looking for a Sideways in your collection, which one do I recommend? The old one. Still get the old one. Go for the old one. It's better. It has more paint, more features, nice clear plastics, a nice 2005 charm to it, better engineering in some ways. I think the only pros to the new one, the only pros, are the updated waist/hips and the ankle rockers. That's the only things better about the new one than the old one. The old one has way more better going on than that. And with that, there we go. Very interesting old versus new out of the way. One I didn't really expect to happen. Again, if you want to take an even further in-depth look at Cybertron Sideways, you can check out my individual review. I'll have it at the end of the video. But here you go. Here's old versus new on Sideways. My vote's for the old one, but hey, if you don't have the old one and you want a Sideways, the new one's, it's fine. It's still really cool. It's just a little less cool than the original. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.